Part 6 of our Indian Constitution, Chapter 5. This Chapter 5 deals about the High Courts of the states, powers and functions of the High Courts, and original jurisdiction, appointment of judges, and salaries and allowances of the judges, and court of record, judicial review, power of certification, and review the judgments. These are etc. Authorities having authority according to constitution. So let us discuss about the Article 213 to end of the Supreme Court articles. Article 214. Article 214. It explains about the high courts for states. High courts locating at state level. Second superior court at central level. Supreme Court is acting as the custodian and safeguard of the Constitution. At state level, High Court is supreme. Article 215. High courts to be courts of record. Article 215. High Court can act as a court of record. High courts can act as court of record. So whatever judgments announced by the High Court, so it will record. These judgments are evidences to the future judgments. So state High Court is giving judgments every day. So these are evidences to the High Court. Article 216. Constitution of High Courts. Article 217. Appointment and conditions of the offices of a judges of a High Court. Appointment and conditions of the office of a judges of a High Court. That is Article 217. Article 218. It explains that application of certain provisions relating to Supreme Court to High Courts. Applications of certain provisions relating to Supreme Court to High Courts. So High Court is having power of certification. So some criminal cases and civil cases, Supreme Court is having authority. High Court is having power to issue certification. So on the basis of this certification, High Court is having authority. Article 219. Oath or affirmation by the judges of High Courts. Chief Justice and other judges are appointed by the President of India. So they should take oath or affirmation. Article 219 explain about the oath or affirmation. Article 220. A restriction on practice after being a permanent judge. So after being a permanent judge, after completion of their duration, how to act. So that was clearly explained in this Article 220. Article 221. Salaries and allowances of judges. Article 221 explains about the salaries and allowances of the judges. Article 222. Transfer of a judge from one High Court to another. Article 222 explains the transfer of a judge from one High Court to another High Court. They can transfer one High Court to another High Court. Article 223. Appointment of acting Chief Justice. Article 223. Appointment of acting Chief Justice. On the basis of seniority, they may be act as Chief Justice. So wherever they may be transferred, they should act as Chief Justice of High Court. Article 224. Appointment of additional and acting judges. judges, that is Article 224. Article 224A, appointment of retired judges at sitting of high courts. Article 224A, appointment of retired judges at sitting of high courts. Article 225, jurisdiction of existing high courts. Jurisdiction of existing high court at state level. High courts are having original jurisdiction. Whatever decision made by the high court, that is original jurisdiction. If it is any constitutional clearance doubt, they can approach to the Supreme Court. And Article 226, power of high courts to issue certain writs. Article 226, power of high courts to issue certain writs. According to Article 32, Supreme Court will issue writs to protect our fundamental rights like habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, and quo warranto prohibition. These are writs issued by the Supreme Court. At the same time, high courts can issue writs to protect our fundamental rights like habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and quo warranto. These are necessary to protect our fundamental rights. So writs issued by the high courts. So to issue writs by the high courts are having more rights on fundamental rights to issue writs. Article 226. Article 226A, constitutional validity of central laws not to be considered in the proceedings under Article 226. Constitutional validity of central laws not to be considered in proceedings under Article 226. So lists are classified into three: central list, state list, and union list, concurrent list. Whatever laws made by the central government, so that will be declared validity of law by the High Court and Supreme Court. So constitutional validity is must, whatever law made by the governments. So Article 227, power of superintendence of overall courts by the High Court. Power of superintendence. So subordinate courts, district courts or taluka courts, whatever courts located. So High Court is having power of superintendence, and so it is having it can supervise span of control authority exercised by the high courts on subordinate courts. That is Article 227. Article 227. And Article 228, transfer of certain cases to High Court. Transfer of certain cases based on constitutional writs. So cases can be transferred one court to another court. Transfer of certain cases. So whatever case it is going on at subordinate courts, High Court can transfer these cases one court to another court. Article 228A, special provisions as to dispose of questions relating to constitutional validity of state laws. Article 228A, special provisions as to dispose of questions relating to constitutional validity of state laws. So for the running or the administrative purpose of the state governments, it is going to make so many laws for the purpose of the state administration. In this moment, High Court is having authority. It will declare constitutional validity of the state laws declared by the High Court. So it can interfere to control state executive authority. So whatever law, whatever policy, whatever GO issued by the government, that should be within the limitations of the constitutional provisions. So that is mandatory. Article 229, officers and servants and the expenses of the High Courts. Officers and servants and the expenses of the High Courts who are working, servants, officers, etc., stenographers, etc. members. So their expenses clearly explained in Article 229. Article 230, extension jurisdiction of high courts to union territories. Extension jurisdiction of high courts to union territories. So union territories not having any high court in this moment. High court can deal, any state high court is having extension authority to run the cases of the union territory, according to Article 230. Article 231, establishment of a common high court for two or more states. Article 231 speaks that establishment of a common high court for two or more states. For example, Punjab, Chandigarh, in Chandigarh, one high court is located. That is for both states, Chandigarh, Punjab and Haryana. So these two states is having single high court and etc. Establishment of a common high court for two or more states.